I'm planning on playing the martial artist monk at the beginning of 0.5 as my league starter. They finally put out the video for it. Let's check it out.
The dreamer showed me a path. But through discipline and training, I have forged my own.
Cool art.
In Return of the Ancients, we're adding the third ascendancy class for the monk, the martial artist. The martial artist took his training into his own hands and has spent decades mastering his proficiency of hollow techniques, building his body into the ultimate weapon. The monk may still walk the dreamer's path, but the martial artist redefines how, mostly by punching things very hard.
I'm curious how good
Let's
the
take a
unarmed
look at what he has
attacks
to offer,
monk is going to be.
starting with his exclusive skills. Hollow Focus rings a death knell for your foes.
Let's see. Any melee martial weapon. They appear around you. The bells are always primed for stun and can be called and are always crit. That's useful. That is surely useful. So they have a bit of AoE, they spawn around you. You're going to get resources from them. It's just whether or not it's worth it to take this, really. It depends on what build you're going. Because there are other ways to get charges.
Causes them to shatter with a powerful shockwave. These bells can always be killed and are always primed for stun, so using them with Killing Palm and Staggering Palm is ultra useful. These bells are also always critically hit. Why does that last bit matter? Well, Hollow Resonance thrives on critical hits. The final step for the Bell-centric part of the martial artist.
I kind of wanted to take this, but now realizing fully that I would need to take the previous node in order to get the bell on my back, it makes me question whether or not I actually want to. Because this is cool. This is just getting the bell that you place, but constantly attached to you, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just not sure that's worth 2 ascendancy nodes when the first one could end up just being a dead node.
Is strapping a bell to your back, which will ring out whenever you critically hit an enemy, delivering damage around you. Both of these bell skills are also quite good at stunning, which will come in handy later. If you prefer keeping your distance from the fray, Hollow Form lets your astral projections do the dirty work for you.
I might do
While
this.
channeling, you constantly spawn clones of yourself that attack with skills of your choice. You can also spend power charges to spawn triple the clones.
Oh no.
For maximum damage.
That's
maximum
too
roughness.
cool. Fuck, I'm gonna get baited by this, aren't I?
For the 3 of you who are thinking, but what about shapeshifting? Enjoy your meditating wolf.
That's funny.
Of course, the martial artist has plenty to offer besides new skills, such as taking pride
This is just
in his
generally
Ezomite
good.
training by tattooing runes into his flesh. Runic Meridians gives you 5 extra rune
This is just a
sockets to
good
play
node to
with.
go.
Perfect for all the new runes you can find in the Runes of Elder League. If you want to focus on chaining together attacks, Martial Adept and Martial
combo
Master
stuff.
are tailor-made for you, generating massive.
When you gain combo, gain an additional combo. Minus 0.2 seconds to current energy shield recharge delay per combo expended when using skills. Skills can build and retain combo regardless of weapon set gain. Regardless of weapon set. Gain combo from all attack hits.
Amounts of combo to spend on things like these.
Yeah, culmination support.
And protecting you while you do it. Remember how I mentioned being good at stunning might come in handy? Way of the Mountain covers you in a stony carapace when you immobilize enemies.
100% surpassing chance per enemy power to gain Mountain's Teaching on immobilizing an enemy up to a maximum of 30. Lose a Mountain's Teaching when you are hit or when you use or sustain an attack that benefits from Mountain's teachings. While you have any amount of Mountain's teachings, attacks that you use yourself and attacks granted by this ascendancy class deal 15% more damage. Enemy hits you take that would deal less than or equal to 30% of your maximum life after mitigation such as armor and resistances, but before other modifiers to damage taken, deal 40% less damage. So essentially this is going to protect you from a lot of little hits. And it won't help you with little hits to energy shield. Oh, I guess not, no. It would actually. It would help with energy shield, because it's only would deal less than 30% of your maximum life, not that you would lose that life. So it would help, actually. And then you have 50% more stun threshold. This does seem pretty okay as a mitigation stat.
The stacks are easy come, easy go, but provide massive benefits, causing your attacks to deal a lot more damage, and reducing the damage you take from smaller hits to a tickle. Last, but certainly not least.
Okay, yeah, this is I know what's coming now. It's the gloves. It's the glove thing that I'm absolutely doing. Okay, let's see here. 225 evasion. Increased evasion. Adds fizz to attacks. Life int cold res.
Let's put on some nice normal gloves and...
More global evasion and energy shield. Holy shit. Yeah, damage is extra. Less damage taken while on low life. Oh, that's instead of the life. Max cold res and cold res. And cooldown recovery rate? Was that instead of the intelligence? Yeah, that's probably instead of the intelligence.
Wait, what the heck are these? Way of the Stonefist transforms any gloves you equip into fists of stone until you take them off. These gloves grant truckloads of evasion and energy shield, but more importantly, they transform the explicit modifiers on the gloves you equip, and yes, it works on everything. This...
Okay, we need to go a little bit slower with this.
Everything.
Armor, mana, level to melee, strength, 10% chance to gain arcane surge when you deal a critical hit.
This...
Yep. A bunch of evasion and ES. More attack damage while on low mana. +1 to level of all melee skills. 10% chance to gain a power charge. 10% quality of all skills. 30% increased area of effect for attacks.
This...
Okay.
That...
Okay, now I need to... I forgot what the buttons are on YouTube to... Ooh, Giant's Blood. Armor, physical damage, reduced attack speed, strength. Oh, it changed it to reduced cast speed. That's actually really, really good. And it gives you Hollow Palm?
And yep.
Hand of Wisdom in action. Yeah.
Even the...
1% attack speed per 20 dex. 1% increased area of effect per 20 int, 6 to 8. Oh, so it just completely changes them, and then it gives you increased stats. Huh.
Needless to...
Yeah, this is insane. Unfortunately that they don't show the new face breakers, because that would be a cool thing to show. Ooh, this is specifically giving you unarmed crit chance. This is everything in unarmed. Whoa, this just gives you... Oh, if you have. Okay. Suggestion chance to gain mountains teaching on a mobilizing enemy. If you have the Way of the Mountain ascendancy passive skill, mobilize enemies at 50% build up instead of 100%. Holy.
Say, there's a lot to discover about this one.
And there's a runic ward thing.
So that's what the class can do. But how does it come together in practice?
This is insane. I'm absolutely getting baited by this. I'm absolutely playing this.
To demonstrate the might of the
Come on, Mark, show me the builds. Show me what it can do.
The Snowbound Executioner wields a big staff, bells, and a very well-toned body to ice out his foes. Shattering Palm and Herald of Ice mow down packs of enemies and continuously trigger the shockwaves of both our bell skills. Because we're constantly freezing enemies, we're generating lots of Mountains teaching stacks to keep the damage flowing and protect us while clearing. And we're also taking full advantage of Way of the Stonefist with this monstrous pair of gloves.
That's insane.
Against tougher targets, we switch to Ice Strike and deploy even more bells per second with a Temper spell. Our cooldown reduction also allows Hollow Resonance to trigger as frequently as possible for even more damage.
Nice.
If you'd rather a little more fisticuffs, we've got a banger of a Hollow Palm technique build for you here. If you didn't know, Hollow Palm technique is a keystone on the regular passive tree that turns your fists into weapons in their own right, so it's perfect for martial artists. This particular build uses Staggering Palm's avalanche of projectiles to power up its whirling assault, and also gets great use out of Way of the Mountain thanks to how much it stuns enemies. But the centerpiece of the build is Hollow Form, and the huge benefits it gets from power charges. While clearing, we can rely on Killing Palm's inbuilt power charge generation. But what to do about bosses? Well, we've made sure Killing Palm can handle those too. With Culmination and Aelith's Chimes providing a power
chance to get a power charge when expending combo. Ooh.
Charge engine, and Martial Adept cranking it into overdrive. Which means, when a boss crosses your path, you can just do this. It is clear to see the martial artist is a well-disciplined
Insane. That is
powerhouse.
so cool.
So,
holy.
Which path will you choose?
Oh my
Decide
god.
for yourself.
Pretty much. Okay, so let's, before we end off, let's look at what we're going to take. We're definitely going to take the Stonefist. Absolutely. We probably take that mountain, and we probably take the rune thing. And then I guess as a fourth, maybe we do the... If we do the Uber Lab, there isn't really much of a... Unless we take, instead of taking the rune thing, we take the aura farming skill, and then Uber Lab we get the runes. Or something to that effect. And then if I can't get the aura farming thing to be good, I can always respec to the runes. That's probably the best way to go. Because I don't know how good that channeling Shadow Clone Jitsu aura farming move is actually going to be. It could be garbage. It could need a bunch of investment to become good. So we'll see. But I am so hyped. I'm getting absolutely baited by this, and I'm absolutely playing this Ascendancy. I do really, really like playing Monk, so I am excited for this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Twitch. We are almost at affiliate, and I'm trying to grow the Twitch channel. Link is in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. See ya.